welcome to another video. And this is gonna be a very chill video because I am dead tired after this weekend. It's been a lot, and we're gonna get into why. So I was kind of like, what video do I want to make today? What energy levels do I have today? And I ended up with, you know what? I have a bunch of stuff I need to do in game, like my daily stuff. So you're gonna get to hang out with me. Just kind of a day what I do in game, like a day in my Starstable life, type of deal. So we're gonna start with buying stable care. That is where this is starting, and actually I have to double check one thing. Okay, it looks good. I had to mess around with some settings before this recording in my test recordings, and I was like, wait, did I actually save stuff? And I did. So I am very tired. I couldn't remember what I did less than 5 minutes ago, and we're getting to that. So this weekend I had a very packed schedule. I can't remember if I did anything special on Friday, but on actually I had a very bad day on Friday. I woke up and the world felt wrong, like everything was tilted just slightly off from where it should be, and I decided to just take a chill day. Then so it obviously the weekend didn't start great. On Saturday I had a full day meeting. It was horse related. It was with a breed association that me and my mom are members of, and it was very, very fun. But it was a whole day. I was being social, and it was a lot of information, and I was away from home the entire day, and I just very, very tired. And actually, we should just do my normal daily stuff. Well, I tell you. And we came back home. We went to the meeting, and then we had some other stuff to do. We went to my great grandparents' grave to light a candle for my great grandpa, because yesterday, Sunday, was Father's Day here in Sweden. We don't celebrate it at the same time as other countries. Or some countries do. If you're not Swedish, if you're American or British, Father's Day is a different date for you, because Father's Day and Mother's Day have different dates in different countries. So that was yesterday here in Sweden, Sunday. But we went to light a candle for my great grandfather, because we were in the area of his grave, because we knew we were gonna be busy yesterday. And then we went to do some shopping, grocery stuff we needed to pick up. So we got home pretty late after the full day of being social around people. It's very exhausting. Other not very social people, you know the deal. What do you mean? Oh wait, it's the wrong. I didn't. I'm too tired. It's what do you mean I'm too far away from the horse? I'm right next to him. And then I was just super tired. And I was I don't have energy to talk to anyone, but I did end up talking with Bella, because Saturday was Eclipse, one of my pixel horses, here in Starstable. It was his birthday, so we threw a little impromptu birthday party for him. Very chill. We were both super tired, and then I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm so tired. And then my younger brother calls, because on his way home from work, he works in a restaurant on Saturday nights. You can imagine he was working late. He calls because his car broke down. This is at 11:30 p.m. and I'm dead tired. So then my family had to do a little rescue mission of my brother, and wasn't back until 1 a.m. And then I couldn't fall asleep. And then I had to wake up early on Sunday, yesterday for me, because it was Father's Day, and we were having a get-together here for my dad and my grandpa, with my my other grandma. It was my maternal grandpa, and then my maternal grandma was one of the guests, and then my older brother and also my younger brother. But it was I was super tired, and this cold and miserable the entire time because I hadn't slept properly. And I was just super tired all day yesterday, and I'm just super grumpy. And I've slept for like over 12 hours this night, and I'm still so tired because I'm just exhausted. And I had planned, like, I've been planning this since like May. I've been planning to do videos of a game called Ranch of Rivershine because I bought it when it had its full release, and I've been planning to make a video trying it out, and I was gonna do that today, and then I was like, I'm too tired to try and learn a new game. It's gonna go horrible. I need more water. I'm not fully out, but might as well do it right now. I usually do it the first thing I do. And I'm so tired. I can't do it. And then, yeah, I was gonna start recording like 3 hours ago-ish, around when I woke up. And I just haven't gone around to it. Like, I haven't eaten anything today because I'm too tired. If a real person tried to talk to me right now, I would snap. Like, it would be too much. Human interaction today is no-go. And the original plan for this day was that I was gonna go to Bella's house. Actually, we canceled this back on Saturday when we talked because I realized that my schedule was packed, and that was before I knew that my car's fine. My brother's car was gonna break down, and before I knew, or I already knew like the Father's Day like celebration, but obviously like we couldn't get my brother's car home in the middle of the night on Saturday. But we had to figure out what was wrong with it, and then we managed. Luckily he'd gotten off the road, and like he was basically in a parking lot, but he hadn't gotten into a specific like parking square, so I had to push the car into one, but like he could stand there. And then like we had to like cut the party short. We had like our lunch, and then we had some dessert and some fika, which fika is mandatory at any get together in Sweden. And then my dad and both of my brothers went to like move the car together to one of my dad's friends who runs a mechanic shop. He's gonna help us, or well, yeah, it's his job. He runs a mechanic shop. Like he's a business, so obviously we're gonna pay him for it. But like he's going to see if he can fix my brother's car. Which is a horrible timing because my brother is moving in less than a month and he kind of needs his car. So that is gonna be interesting. Cinnamon toast, why you have to block the door? So yeah. I'm just so tired, and it's been a mess. And it was also so loud yesterday because my family is loud. Like, people who know me but don't know my family think I'm loud, and then I'm like, yeah, you would not survive in my family because I'm far from the loudest. My mom is like 4 times as loud as me, and my mom in combination with my uncle, her younger brother, I love them both so much, but I cannot deal with them both at once. If anyone ever tells you that like, oh, that like siblings are gonna grow out of that baby, no. Because my mom and her brother are both in their 50s. And they have not, in fact, grown out of it. So, I fear that is a thing for life. And I did not have the energy to deal with that when I was sleep deprived. Because I woke up at like 7:30 after not falling asleep until after like 2 a.m. And like, I can usually run on that little sleep. I don't recommend it, but I can. But not when I had been social for an entire day. That is not something I can do then. Like, the conditions of me being able to run on that little sleep, no. Didn't work. And, oh wait, I'm gonna do Pluto here too. So yeah, I am just exhausted. If energy levels are low today, I'm rambly, I forget what I'm doing, I'm confused. You know why. I am not a functioning human right now, but I could have done another one of those like, hey, life happened and I have to prioritize that over, YouTube, but I really enjoy recording. And I was like, I have a lot of stuff I need doing, but I could be doing, and it's like, yeah. So you're just gonna get to see what a day in my life in Starstable is like, and I'm currently working on a little project. I'm trying to do the math here, it's gonna be this horse. Because I mentioned to someone last year on Instagram, it's like, oh, it would be fun to train 100 horses in a year. And then I realized that 2025 is probably my last chance to do that, because obviously the last horse, I have a theory that maybe they're gonna start retiring early Gen 3 horses, since they aren't on the, what's it called? On Starstable's website, they have this thing where all the Gen 3 horses are shown, or all the horses are shown, and it's only Gen 3, but it's not all Gen 3, like the Connemara isn't there, and some other early Gen 3 breeds. So I have a zinging gut feeling that maybe they're gonna start retiring Gen 3 horses, and I think that's gonna cause a lot of panic, so I desperately hope they don't do that. But yeah, that is my theory, and I hope they don't, but also because then my horse buying could slow down, because I have bought, I think, around 90 horses this year. 2/3 of that have been I did the math yesterday, I can't remember exact number, but I think I bought 90 horses, this year, and 59 of those, I think, have been horses that are retiring. And then then 31 horses weren't horses that were retiring. And I think half of those, or more than half, were horses from events. So they were like the magic horses, or like the Equestrian Festival or Camp Western horses. So I've bought like 15 horses this year that weren't either retiring or time limited in another way. Yeah. So I guess like if horses weren't, so water and food, yeah. So if horses weren't retiring, I guess I would have bought 30 horses this year-ish. And yeah. But yeah, so hopefully I won't have the chance, or I'm not gonna be buying as many horses going forward. So if I ever want to be able to train 100 horses in a year, it's gonna be this year. And I kind of wanna try that, because I did the math, and after the Halloween event, I haven't posted. I usually do a post for like when a horse reaches level 15. I haven't done that with a lot of my Halloween horses, because I was very focusing on the SSO Spooktober prompt by Brooke Braveheart on Instagram, so I didn't really post my max trained horses photos. So I'm posting those. Oh, I forgot to do that. You can also collect the daily points. So I haven't really done that. I think there are no more. Yeah, oh no, yeah, so yeah. So this is, I'm so tired. So this is the year, and after Halloween, with the horses I trained during the Halloween event, I had trained 60 horses. So I need to train 40 more horses before the year is over, and I did I've done a little chart. I have a little notepad. Oh, I need to look where I'm going. I have a little notepad on my desk here when I'm playing Starstable. I can take notes in it if I get ideas for like videos or like for Instagram posts, or if I like I have one that is like I log bugs I run into so I can hopefully report them, and I also log problems with my reshade because I've had a lot of problems with reshade since I updated it, and I'm starting to think it's a me problem and not a preset problem. Because I was gonna like contact like the creators of the preset. A lot of them are like, if you ever run into a problem with the preset, contact me and I'm gonna see what I can do. And I was gonna do that, and now I'm kind of thinking maybe this is like I did something wrong when I reinstalled reshade. So I'm gonna look into that. Because I have like stuff that aren't loading. I get like an error message that is like it's something along the lines of like you there was an error loading an effect, like hover over the red text and it's gonna tell you why, and then I can look through every setting in the preset and there's no red text anywhere telling me what the error is. It's just like there's an error, and I can also see there's an error because like certain things aren't loading and I don't know how to do it. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm thinking on what order we need to do things today. Actually, I want to change my makeup because this is the makeup I had when celebrating. That's hairstyles. When celebrating Eclipse's birthday, because I wore a blue dress, but I don't want blue makeup with my yellow outfit. I mean, that looks kind of good. So yeah, when I'm training 100 horses, I have this little like I've drawn up. It's a like a squared. How do you say like it's checkered paper maybe? No, that sounds wrong. It's not a lined notebook. It has like little squares. So I drew a little like rectangle. It contains 40 squares, and then I can fill them in with my highlighter, a square for every horse I train. So I'm trying to like keep track and get to 40 more horses before the end of the year so that I can get 100 horses in 2025. And I also have a little checklist there of things I like try to do that I often like forget, because like a lot of days I have done, not every day since the Halloween event, but a lot of days I try to do like I clear the map of races, but there are stuff you can't see on the map. For example, the horses in Hollywood, so I have a checkbox for every one of those horses. You also have the satchels in Hollywood, so I have a checkbox for all of those. I have a checkbox for each ranch animal, because you can't see those, and then I also, just because collecting light is a good thing to do, I have a checklist for all the like rune symbol puzzles you can do in Hollywoods. Not the runes to puzzles, but the one where you search for like the symbols in the woods. And those like checkboxes are made with like marker, and then I use my pencil. That's how you say it. I always confuse pen and pencil in English because the words are so similar. But I use a pencil to like check the boxes every day, and then I use an eraser to, at the end of the day, to like erase it so I can reuse the checklist. And it's been working great so far. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to Hollywoods. We're not going to do everything here right now. We're going to do the most important thing, which is my gardening, because I'm making XP bottles. And ever since I told this plan to Bella, she got super on board. It's kind of funny, because she doesn't, I should not expose her more than I did in the last video, but I talked about like that she buys a lot of horses, and then she doesn't always train them very fast, and that's the thing she's always done. She's gotten a lot better at it. Sometimes she's better at it, better at it than me. Oh, okay, we found a bag, so then we gotta take it. This is the 250 bag, so let's put a little X in that checkbox. But yeah. And I guess we found a horse too, so we can stop and pet that horse while we're at it. And that is Birker. So we can put a little X in that box. But yeah, obviously, like, I grow a lot of plants right now, and I do like circulate a little bit where I grow what, how much of what I grow based on what I need. But to make the XP bottles, you need bee balm, rubia, and jute. And then I also occasionally, when I'm low on it, grow flax so I can craft hay. So what we're doing in Vela now, we're going to collect XP from Rianch, we're going to craft 8 hay, and we're going to harvest everything in my garden and then replant stuff. Because that is what we need right now. And I have the most of it. I think this is rubia in English. Yeah, because that's bee balm. And that's jute in Swedish too. So we can start with Rianch. Let's put that there. As you can tell, I have a lot of light. I have even more in my closet. But yeah. Because I am low energy, I'm not going to demand of me that I run like every race today or that I do every championship. I do a lot of championships right now because they also give XP. Today I'm going to be kind to myself and we're just gonna do the gardening stuff, and then I have other stuff that also kind of is on my checklist to do, and that's primarily to photograph all the horses I have trained but not photographed yet, and they're all in my stable so that I can get a little bit more space to work with there. So that's gonna be actually our main thing. You're gonna get to join me, like, it's gonna be a little bit more of an ordinary day than in my intense training period, which I am in now. So we're making our hay, or hö, as it's called in Swedish. That's what it says here, hö. I had to take a sip of my water. My voice is gone though anyway. This is what I get for not having talked. Like, I mean, I've been awake for like 3 hours before I started recording, but I didn't really talk because, like I told you, if I talked to a real person, it would not have been nice for that person because I'm so tired. But we're going to harvest everything here, and I think I'm gonna keep it the way it is right now because I do have quite a lot of rubia, and it's also the thing I need right now because I don't really need any flax right now. That grows the fastest, so I'm which is also why there's a lot of bee balm and jute right now, because then I can let that grow overnight while I'm sleeping. And I also should, on the days when I am very active with this though, I use an app on I have my iPad propped up next to me on my desk, and this is a tip for if someone else has an iPad or if you have an iPhone, which I don't, which is why I use my iPad for this. But on iOS, there's an app called Multi-Timer where you can have like 6 timers on the screen at once, and you just like tap the one you want to start or pause or whatever. And I have that with, like, I have one for flax, one for bee balm, one for jute, and one for rubia. And then since they all have different growing times, so like rubia is like 3 hours, and then jute is 3 hours and 40 minutes, I think, ish, and then rubia is 2.5 hours. So if I plan everything at the same time, originally I would like start a timer for each thing so that I can then, you know, come and harvest stuff when it's done. So that's a recommendation if you are trying to like grind your garden and you want to grow different things. Because I know Bella what she usually does is she grows one thing at a time and then she puts a timer for it, and you can also do that if you... I mean, Bella has iOS, but she has both an iPad and an iPhone. But I am not an iPhone person, so I use my iPad. I don't like iPhone. I don't technically like iPads either. I think I talked about why I have an iPad, even though I don't like Apple products. I'm not an Apple person. It's because I'm dyslexic. I use it as a reading, like, tablet, Like I don't have a Kindle or a Kobo or anything like that. I have an iPad. So even though it's not an e-ink screen, but the iPad has like, and iPhone too, they have like a built-in text-to-speech function that can help me like read stuff like it, and I also read like emails on it and stuff. So if I'm struggling to read something, I can just listen to it. It's an accessibility feature on all iPhones and iPads. I don't ask me how you access it. I can't remember. It's been years since I set it up. I've had this iPad since like 2022. So it's been a few years now, like early 2022. And I don't think I'm ever gonna buy another one. I like it, but I have enough problems with the company Apple, like, or not the way that, like, I broke the screen on this iPad once, and like Apple doesn't do repairs on iPads, so I had to go to that third party repairs place to get repaired. And I mean, I could do that, but where I live now there is no one who does that that I know of, at least. I trusted these people because I know other people have gone there to fix stuff, and it's gone well. It had gone over well, so yeah. But since Apple doesn't support repairs of iPads, I don't see why I would want to buy another new iPad. But this one, since I only read on it, I don't do any gaming or anything else. Sometimes I watch YouTube or like movies or something, but I primarily just read on it. I don't need it to be very powerful. As long as it's running, it's gonna be fine. It isn't as with like my computer, where I need it to be like handle some heavy stuff like certain games or like reshade and stuff, or be able to both game and record at the same time. So yeah, very off topic right now. But yeah, I have that on my iPad, and then I just turn on so like that the screen doesn't lock, or yeah, I turn off the screen lock, the auto lock stuff right now, and then I just have it with all the timers. So I'm gonna start my different timers when we're done here. And then we're just gonna go and try and take some photos, and I'm gonna try to remember. Sorry, my door like shook, and I was like, is someone shaking my door or something? I don't know what happened, but I was very confused. But I was trying. I'm so tired. I don't even know what sentence I started now. I know I said that my doing the pumpkin hunt blindfolded was going to be my most chaotic video, but just based on how tired I am right now, this might be a good contender to most confused. No, that's not the one. Most chaotic video. Definitely most confused one so far. I've grown all my bee balm now, so I'm gonna start the bee balm alarm timer. But that's a tip if you have multiple stuff. I used to use it like back when I was like studying. If I had like, I would have a study timer. I would also have a reminder to drink water, and I would like, if I had something else, like if I had like laundry in the laundry room in the basement, like a load of laundry took like 40 minutes. So then like I would have a timer for that too, so that I would keep like different stuff, and it's all like a visual, which is good for me. And also that I can do like, because I use timers a lot, but when I can only have one timer, it sometimes like it doesn't work for me, because I sometimes need to have like track multiple things and remember multiple things, and that's really hard for me. That is all my Rubia. So yeah, I'm gonna do more huge, because I don't know how long today I'm going to be playing, so I might as well like do this one. I think. Oh wait, I have more Rubia, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna. I can just reset, or it's not that big of a deal. Timer. So yeah, I don't know how many horses do I have to photograph. I have Tiger Lily is the first one we're gonna photograph. I think it's followed by Marty, and then Peach Eyes, and Droppy. I feel like there should be one more between there. Oh, I think it's Dixie then Droppy. I think, should we, while we're here, do some more XP bottles? I don't use my XP bottles unless Bella is around. Oh, that is what I was originally talking about. Bella got really into this when I told her, and she is also making XP bottles on 2 accounts to help me. So we're gonna see, that's probably gonna be a huge help, or they already have been a huge help in this project. I mean, I started on Wednesday, it's Monday today, so it's been, what, 6 days, or we're on day 6 now. And I've trained 7 horses. That's a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Let's make, while we're here, just like 10 bottles of XP. That's not the one I wanted. I mean, maybe my voice is just because we're getting into the winter season too, and not just because I haven't talked to you today. So maybe I just need to start drinking tea while recording again. But that was easier when I lived in a studio apartment, and like my office slash living room was like 2 steps away from my kitchen, because it was all like, it was a studio apartment, everything was in one room except my bathroom and my closet. I can't remember how many we have. Okay, we need to make 2 more. So yeah, these help a lot, and obviously if you're in a group with someone, you can share the XP of these bottles. The big ones you get from, like these ones, you get from the Trailblaze, doesn't count, so. Or they count, but I have used them, but you can't use them with other people. Like, you don't share the XP of those. So they're bad in that way. I'm gonna cough pick up, because that was what we were gonna do here. And we're gonna start with the photography stuff, and we'll see how many we do, but yeah, this is kind of what I do in a normal day. Go to Hollywood, do some stuff there. I usually run around for a bit, but I don't have the energy now, and I guess you can get to see my outfit making process, but not right now, because this is the outfit I made for Tiger Lily, who's the first horse we're gonna photograph. I had a different pair of pants originally though, because I hadn't gotten the skirt yet, but now I have the skirt. So I'm gonna use the skirt in the photo because it's nicer. But yeah, I have just not had energy to make a different outfit since I trained Tiger Lily, so. We are going to take a photo. I don't know where we're gonna take this photo though. It's gonna be cold though, because I have, it's gonna be a while until you see those, because I have so many other photos to post, but I've started taking snow photos. Where would we like to take a photo, if we look at this map? I kind of want to go to Jarlheim. Like, cross the horse, cross the area kind of deal. And also, I love Jarlheim, and it's also very wintry to me, because like that's where Santa Claus was before we got the winter village, and he's not even in the winter village anymore. Jarlheim. So yeah, I started a new book yesterday. I've been Like, since I recorded the last video, I haven't really read anything other than last night because the book I was talking about, Fake Dates and Mooncakes, it kind of put me in a reading slump. I haven't finished it yet. But I did yesterday start a book called The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Roche. I did talk about how I bought that secondhand recently. And I'm currently reading it. I want to take it in this area where there is like plants and stuff. Oh, maybe in front of the door. And hello, Nelly. Do I want to do like some type of emote? Please, Tiger Lily is like. We do that. I'm gonna have to remember when in editing of the videos who covered the that's the thing with skirts when you're riding. It's like you always end up like it kind of. I guess unless we do this angle could work. But I do kind of like this one more, with more of the. Should I do? I don't know. Let's find a preset first. What do we want? I want to do Blizzard, but that has a background which we won't be able to see. But that one is one of the ones that are bugged right now for me. Brooklyn. I think this is a snowy one. No, I don't think it is. No, I am confused. It's more autumnal. Actually, I know which one I want. I just need to get to N. I want M currently. It comes in two different ones. We have this is Norrland by Kilistan. This is Norrland Plus, and this one is minus. So let's see which one. Which one do I want? I prefer the plus one actually. There we go. The thing with having green eyes is that all presets that change grass or leaves different color also changes your eyes. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I have to live with that. That's the price I pay for reshade, for getting snow early. I like this angle actually, and we don't get a lot of like the underside of the skirt, which kind of feels rude. But I also don't like taking photos from this angle. It looks weird. I usually take photos sometimes from like this angle, so. But I don't want the horse's ear in my face either. Tiger Lily just looks so tired, but that's not what I wanted to press. Maybe we should try petting her instead. We can get some nice photos. I have a lot of photos of petting horses recently though, but I always like a good pet. Oh, actually, this is kind of nice. A really nice angle, and also solves. You can't see it, but I'm making a very angry face at myself. I took English from that I was 8 years old till that I was 19 years old. I took an extra English class in high school. And then I've taken 2 English classes in university, also not required, just because I wanted to. One of which had a whole like third of the class be about pronunciation, which I passed. I got some remarks on some of the things, like, oh, you kind of pronounced that wrong. But I passed pretty well. I had the top score in my class. That's not to brag. It was a pretty easy test. But today, it's like I haven't spoken English in years. And I even speak English to myself. Like, I sometimes I swear I speak more English than Swedish. I think this is gonna be a much better photo. Oh, I mean, we have bird butt up there, but I can. Yeah, no more bird butt. Yeah, this is really cute. And also, I'm gonna see if I care in editing to maybe edit in my green eyes. So I'm gonna take some non-reshade photos. That's not the button. Oh, I have to do so much extra editing every time I accidentally press home instead of... Oh! And they're not even close on the keyboard. Oh, it didn't help me. I mean, that's one horse done. Finally. I'm gonna photograph all the horses I have in the stable. And then I'm going to... I think log off. I'm gonna edit this video. And I'm also going to edit photos. Actually, I'm gonna need to take... Should we take thumbnail materials in this video too? Let me show you how I make that. It's quite easy, actually. The harder part is editing it, but let's do it while I'm still wearing the same outfit. I go over here, and I put my horse somewhere, because this is not a video we need a horse in. And I go here on the ledge, where I don't have a lot of background. And I spin around, and then I try to figure out what type of emote I want to do. I usually try to avoid chats. That's why I'm in friend chat right now, because I don't have any friends online. What's that one? Okay, that has the thumb. And that is... I have used that a little bit, but I don't like the hands. It's... Okay, so we have... You can say yes. That's pretty similar. Come on. Okay, that's the one I think I like. It's the okay one. I was looking for that one. And I should have removed my helmet, because... Or do I... Sometimes editing with a helmet on is easier, but sometimes it looks nicer if I don't wear it. But I'm tired today, so let's make it easy. I would have preferred to have the eyes more forward, like we do now. But now we don't look as happy. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna do the club, because none of my club members are online either, so I'm just gonna do /OK. Instead of struggling with that the entire time. So now I'm trying to figure out like how zoomed in I want to be and how much of the character I want to be able to see. And I don't see... And then I also figure out like what angle I want. I kind of want the... I'm pointing at the screen, like you can see where I'm pointing. You cannot. I kind of want the eyes. Not always. I try, like, it doesn't always work well, but I kind of want the eyes to feel like they're looking into the camera. So that they're looking at the person, like, on the thumbnail. So I'm not going to be over here, because then it feels like I'm not looking at you. And that's kind of rude. So... Sorry, give me a moment. Someone is shouting, and I kind of think I need to inform them of, like, they can't do that if they don't want to be on the internet. Give me a moment. I'm back. I try to get as much... the character to take up as much... like, as big of a part of the screen from top to bottom as possible. And also trying to figure out, like, the angle. I think this is a pretty good one. I might try and zoom out a little bit more. I think this one's pretty good. And yeah, that's basically how I take photos for thumbnails. I do the same with horses, but we don't need a horse for this thumbnails, so. Then I just put that in an editing software and I crop out the character. Or crop out the background, I guess. I'm sorry, maybe I have to cut that out. I accidentally cracked my neck. That was not intentional. So we're going to untack Tiger Lily now, because she has gotten her photo up already. And we're going to... I do that. For people who don't know, I have explained this in the past, but I do that before dismounting the horse. I rode when entering the stable, because otherwise when I sit on another horse, it would look like this horse wasn't here. And by doing that little thing, the horse will be here for some reason. I don't know why, but it fixes that bug. So now I can just put Tiger Lily in the pasture. But yeah, we're going to ride Mardy now. And we're going to figure out a new outfit, because obviously now I've already taken a photo in this outfit. I need something that's like that I can put on a Gen 2 horse, obviously. I kind of want a Western outfit. Now to figure out clothing. Put that on though. Actually, I guess we could put back these things that we're not going to use right now. This is from there, and this one should be there, yes. And then pets should be, I think, down here. Yeah. What? Actually, I mean, Mardy is named after a ranger horse. Maybe I should wear ranger clothing. I do have all 3 ranger jackets, I think. Yes, there we have the brown one. But should we dress as Alonso? Because obviously he's named after Alonso's horse. And I have the red one here. And then I also have the black one that Rowan wears. That's their name, right? Rowan. The ranger that's kind of the head of the Redwood expedition. Redwood Point. No, I think I'm gonna do the red one. I actually really like the ranger jackets. I should wear them more. Then should I still pair that with the ranger saddle pad? I feel like that's the right choice, even if you can't tell the logo under the saddle. I feel like a pair of brown pants would be best suited. But I'm not sure which ones. These are cute with the snowflakes. But not exactly. I mean, I did recently wear these, but I love cargo pants. I could wear green cargo pants though, and match the green on the belt, even though it's not the same shade. I'm gonna wear these though. I can wear brown boots and gloves. And a helmet, probably. Maybe a hat, but I think a helmet would be the best choice. I feel like these are pretty good boots for this, and I don't really use the old hats. I have a bunch of them though. Never use them because, you know, we have hats like this. I mean, that is kind of the same shade as the saddle though, so maybe I should wear those. Doesn't come with matching gloves though. Those are a little bit too light. Yeah, I think those could work. So, yeah, I think Ranger Kaisa. First of all, I don't think these earrings match. I'm just going to, I think no accessories. It feels most appropriate for this outfit. So I mean, I should probably put this outfit back. I mean, some of it I just put on when I got it, but a lot of it is stuff. There. So that's how it should be, I think. Because I should be done with that now. I want to change at least hairstyle for this outfit. To have like a braid or a ponytail or something to get the hair like out of Kaisa's face. I guess we could do a bun too. That's pretty proper. And something that's like very little makeup, something like that feels appropriate. I could remove makeup altogether, but like maybe I'm gonna say that's just lip chap, or yeah, lip chap. Chapstick. Just put on the lips. That's why they're glossy. I mean, my chapstick. That's what you call it. My chapstick makes my lips super glossy. It's like crazy. Speaking of which, I need to find that because it's getting into season where you need that. But that's so off the topic. I recently took a photo in Dundle, so I feel like maybe we should just go to Redwood Point. It's been so long I dressed anyway, like similar to this, and it feels so correct, like so right. It's kind of crazy. It feels like taking a step back in time. I remember 2017 I ran around in my brown Ranger jacket all the time because it reminded me of my like scout shirt. I was a scout with all my patches on it. I had a bunch of patches. Like I didn't have. I mean, I know a lot of people with a lot more, but I had like one, the knife one, and then the saw and axe one, and I had a crafting one where we needed to like build bridges and stuff, like with ropes and stuff. We weren't allowed to, you know, use, our leaders at least didn't allow us to use like hammering and nails and like stuff like that. We built stuff through tying was a requirement they had, and obviously we do that when we were at like camps anyway. We built our like camp kitchens and stuff. We would I don't know how you call it in English, but you know, with poles of wood and rope, we would build it. Someone is down here, and I think this is a really nice spot for a photo. So I feel like maybe we just, can I? Yeah, okay, it seems like I can right here. Because I feel like it could be a really nice photo to like this angle going under the log. Like something, I mean, maybe like this, where we still have like the lily pads. I don't need to be in the water. I I guess we can't really see the log properly here. Anyway, I mean we can see the vines. I mean let's try this. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be freezing. Actually, no. I forgot we're taking winter photos. This could have been a really cool photo. I guess we could take one in the log. Like, same concept. Like, having this like back, kind of behind angle. With like a little bit of up tilt. This is really cool. It looks like we're heading into winter. Like, I'm trying to also remember, like, I'm gonna crop this down to 180 by 180 pixels, so it's gonna be a square photo, like the OG Instagram layout. I still use that because it's the easiest to crop for me. I also like it, because then like all the photos are gonna be the same size with my old ones. So something like this. Should we use a different preset? I mean, we could do the colder one. It's gonna make it look more like nighttime, I feel like. And this also works better with the wood. But we could try an entirely different one, which is like the plus minus variants. I just need to remember which ones are snowy. I think Central Park might be snowy. No, it's not. Don't know why I thought that. Really nice piece of by Jamie Cloverglass. Brooklyn 2, which we looked at before. Probably should have realized that. This is Cool December. Also by Jamie Cloverglass. It's a pretty good one. There was another December one. I think the one right before. So this is December by Live Stone Wave. It's not white, so I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. Or it's not what I'm looking for, not the one I'm looking for. It's a specific one. We have December Warm as well by Jamie Cloverglass. This, so either warm or cool, I feel like. Because this keeps the warm tones of the wood. I just realized you can't see the presets because I'm recording in the wrong section to be able to catch the presets, I think. Because I'm so tired. Well, I guess which I already would have done, put in the photos I've taken. The raws before I edit them, so that you can see how they look. In like a corner or something, like that is what I'm seeing. I prefer the cool one though. I just realized I'm so dumb, I'm so tired. It's crazy. But obviously since my eyes aren't in this photo, I won't have to take a raw. Sometimes you can see reshade in the recordings though, I'm not sure. Let me double check if you can see it or not. Yeah, no, you can't see it. So that's a little misstep on my part. I don't think you can see the reshade window either though, so I don't have to cover anything up so that I don't like give away people's preset settings that I've used. Because like I have never paid anything for reshade. All the presets I have I've gotten for free, but some of these are usually ones you pay for. I only got them like sometimes Keeley Starn does like a free preset week, and then I get like you can get her ones for free. So yeah, I don't want to show that to people on the internet. That's kind of rude to the original creator. But I really liked this outfit. This is really nice. Really, really nice. Since I just realized you can't even tell what I'm showing you, maybe we should actually end the video here. Let's put Marty in the... Oh, wait. Let's jump onto Pluto. Put Marty there, and then we can just move up. I will put in the photos, which you've already seen, the ones I'm taking and how they look. But this is huge miss on my part, and you can clearly tell I am so exhausted. I know this. That's why I have one recording room for just recording normal gameplay, and then I have one that's called reshade recording, so that we can capture reshade, because you can't do that with the normal stuff. I know these things, but yeah, it just shows how tired I am. And yeah, I know this video is all over the place. It's very low energy because I'm low energy, but maybe it was cozy to listening to. And this is kind of what I do. I'm gonna continue taking my photos. That's what I need to do, but that's probably gonna be after I've already edited this video for you guys. But this is kind of what I just do in a day. I take care of my horses, I grab my XP in Valedale, I do my planting, and I take photos when I need to. It's a pretty average day in Starstable for me. But you know, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and, you know, comment kind of what is like what you do on a normal day in Starstable. Like, I will probably run a couple of races, but I don't sit down and like do everything or stuff like that. And I usually just reuse the same outfit like on multiple horses in a row, as you could tell. Obviously the outfit I was wearing at the beginning of the video is the one I made for Tiger Lily, and obviously there's been a bunch of horses trained since. So yeah, I don't make outfits every day even. I usually make outfits for either when I get tired of an outfit or when it's time to take new photos. It's kind of like, what is it you do on an average day in a game for you? Because I think that is very interesting. Everyone has their own things to do, especially if you don't have an Instagram, then you're not going to be taking photos. Like, how often do you make a new outfit? Because I feel like I used to do it a lot more often than before, and now I'm like, I save it for when I'm posting. But yeah, let me know that if you want to. I always get very happy when I see people leave comments. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you feel like it. I post a lot of Starstable videos. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday. Most of it is Starstable, occasionally other stuff like I was talking about. I really want to make videos on the ranch of Rivershine. I'm just way too tired today. And yeah, also, I should get better at shouting this out. If you aren't already, please consider following me on Instagram. I usually post a lot more over there. Obviously, that's what I'm taking all these photos for. I am Kaiser Dragon Road there too. Please consider following me there if you want. It's always linked, or always, it has for the last couple of months, I think, been linked in my description box if you want to check out my Instagram. So please consider doing that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye!